These are the SoundPEATS Air 5 Pro, guys. They've been sent to me by SoundPEATS for review, but this video is going to be totally my own opinion. This is an interesting product, and let me tell you why, guys. My daily driver is this thing here, which is the Samsung Galaxy Buds 3 Pro. Right now, I just checked, it costs about 180 to 200 euros. So it's a rather expensive product. By the way, I'm very happy with them. Sound, also noise cancellation, performance, all very good. But this thing will cost you 200 euros. This thing here is in the segment 50 to 60 euros. And it's very interesting because they do have the latest Qualcomm chips, LE audio, right? But they do also, guys, have aptX and LDAC support. So they're actually certified for high-res audio wireless. Because if you play LDAC, probably would know the bit rates are really crazy. They're bigger than a standard SBC codec, and they're also a bit better than the aptX. So this thing here is pumped with the latest chips in terms of sound processing, but also 6 microphones for better voice clarity. And also, guys, they do claim they have an AI active noise cancellation that is able to limit the surrounding sounds by 55 decibels. And all of that with almost 7 hours playtime if you use the standard SBC codec, and half of that if you use LDAC. So there's some very nice and very strong claims, guys, and I'm gonna be really thrilled to be able to test this product, because again, this thing will set you off with like 50 to 60 euro, and yeah, the claims are really serious. They're really bold statements, guys, and it's gonna be interesting to see how much of this I'm able to experience, and also how do I experience this. So without any further ado, let's put this baby on my unbox table and let's start. So here we are, SoundPEATS Air 5 Pro, guys, true wireless high resolution earbuds with adaptive active noise cancellation for 50 plus US dollars, which sounds crazy. All right, what do you have here? Snapdragon sound, high-res audio, wireless. We do have LDAC. This is the model Air 5 Pro. Here the difference, all right? They are made by a brand called SoundPEATS. Air 5 Pro, this is the black version. Wireless earbuds, Bluetooth version is 5.4, standard frequency response. Okay, the maximum working distance 10 meters. Playtime about 7 hours, up to 37 hours with a charging case. And battery capacity, guys, 35 mAh for each earbud and 520 mAh for the case itself. Okay, now let's try to unbox this and see what we have inside. All right, very gently making my way through the product. Glossy finish here on the box. On this side we do have some specs. 10mm dynamic driver. This is responsible for the sound, the lows, the mids, the highs, hybrid active noise cancellation. All right, again, like I said in my introduction, guys, this is a very bold claim, and of course I want to verify how much of this I'm gonna get for that price range, because this seems to be, yeah, a good price if it can really stick up to the promises. So what we have here, guys, all right, seems to be like a booklet. Peats Audio. Okay, this is the application. Good. So from the application, apparently you can get additional 6 months of warranty. I'm gonna download this on my phone and show you the setup. Good news, it's also available for iOS. User guide for the Air 5 Pro. What the heck? Oh, some stickers, by the way, and some very nice Panda stickers. A panda in a plane, panda running, panda driving a bike and motor. Let's just see the user guide here, guys. User guide, it's all in English, German, Italian. Yeah, right. They show you how to connect and stuff like this. Okay, good. This is a good piece of information. And they're also explaining you about the gesture control, which of course I'm gonna test. And of course also the charging and stuff like this. So let me try to put all aside, guys, and open the product itself. All right. Nice. Those are the buds. Let's lay the buds like this. Anything else here? Oh, yeah. You get a USB-A to USB-C charging cable, which is nice. And this thing here, I guess, should be the ear tips, which is good, by the way. All right, so they're providing at least 3 sizes, because I guess one size is already mounted and then 2 more. This is good to see, guys. So a lot of headphones in that price range don't really come with additional ear tips, so you need to buy some aftermarket things. It's good to see that the Air 5 Pro has this. Now, what about the buds themselves? Okay, the case looks all right, I would say. It has this nice detail there. All right, and on the back, we do have the SoundPEATS logo. All right, we do have a metallic lid around the USB-C port, and I guess this is the pairing button. So, okay, this is my Buds 3 Pro, as I told you, so it's pretty much about the same size, but I think this is kind of light. Let me try to measure this. 51 grams everything, and just a short comparison, yeah, 57 for my Buds 3 Pro. But now, guys, it's interesting to open the case and see how much one of them weighs. 5 grams, guys, all right, one more time. Okay, 6 grams this time, so one more time. Yeah, all right, 6 grams a pair. So this is rather on the lighter side. Glossy finish inside. Here we have the charging element. By the way, something that I kind of like, guys. Here there is like a metallic plate, but it could be also plastic. And it says here the difference with a nice italic font. And here we have the LED indicator. Is this with a magnet? I'm not sure, guys, but it seems that, yeah, it's very satisfying. Okay, and now what about the buds themselves? Now, in order for us to connect to the buds and the case, we need to remove these things, right? Because they will obstruct the contact, and yep, this thing here is the contact. So this is the SoundPEATS Air 5 Pro, guys, and I can tell you, the design is really, really good. All glossy, all shiny here. A bit futuristic. We have this nice stripe elements here. We have also like the SoundPEATS logo. All right, and here down below, guys, we have the charging elements, and of course each of these has like 3 microphones. So the inside is powered by a 10mm driver, which should be really bassy. And of course I'm going to be putting these to the test. Those things here, guys, are replaceable, right? So if this size doesn't fit, you can always go back to the original packaging. There are 2 sizes, right, included. So with these 3 sizes, and you can always change them. How you can install this, just like this, and boom, you're good to go. Honestly, guys, the design is pretty nice, and besides the fact that it looks glossy, it's a bit also on the premium side. So let's just show this like for a short comparison. This is my Buds 3 Pro, right? So you can see they have this very nice big stem that is easy, hopefully easy for capacitive gestures and stuff like this. And they're shaped pretty much in the same way. But let me just put my Galaxy out of the picture here, because this is not a video about them, and let's focus on the SoundPEATS Air 5 Pro. I've opened my Play Store, search for Peats Audio, and this is, guys, what I'm going to install. Now, there is another app called SoundPEATS, but this is not that app. What you require is the Peats Audio. I have reinserted the buds inside the case to enter the pairing mode, and SoundPEATS Air 5 Pro, guys. You can see right now the LED indicator is blinking, so I'm definitely in the pairing mode, and boom, now I'm connected. So I'm gonna go back to the app, and now starting the SoundPEATS app for the first time. All right, black version. Okay, the design is good. Find the earbuds, no thank you. So what can I see from here? I can see the battery charge for the left and the right, but it's a bit weird how they're displayed like no line, but who cares? And also I can see the charging capacity of my case. Yeah, so adaptive noise cancellation, indoor noise, outdoor noise, and traffic mode. We have these 4 options. Then we have the normal mode. Okay, double device connection feature, disable touch, game mode. I guess this is for low latency, and also transparent, where you have like standard transparency and apparently also voice enhancement, which is nice, guys. Now, what else? Let me go inside here and see if there are any firmware updates. So, device information, okay, firmware version 2.02, but there is an upgrade. So what I'm gonna do right now, guys, I'm going to just download it because it's apparently gonna optimize my Bluetooth stability. So let me download and update the firmware of my Air 5 Pro before I continue with my review and test. All right, firmware upgraded. I'm already on the latest version, guys. SoundPEATS Air 5 Pro latest earphone firmware. Let's check some of the other functions. Besides device information and the firmware upgrade, you can also reset your phone. And yep, guys, the good stuff, the nice settings are here. LE audio, right, which stands for Bluetooth Low Energy Audio, which is great, by the way, and also LDAC. Remember, you can change and use the FTX codec directly from within the Bluetooth settings, but if you want to use the LE audio or LDAC, you can do it only from within the settings. Now, first, what the heck is LE audio? So this thing is the Bluetooth Low Energy Audio. This, guys, is considered to be the next generation of the Bluetooth audio technology. But what is the deal with this thing, right? So there should be several improvements over the standard Bluetooth Classic audio in terms of power consumption, but also some new features, also better audio quality. Low energy audio should utilize the new Bluetooth Low Energy Radio and a new codec called LC3 to achieve this enhancement. So the idea is to just get better sound quality with less power consumption. So yeah, the low power consumption is one thing, but also, guys, improved audio quality. But forget about this, guys. Now let's focus on LDAC, because LDAC is one of the main things that you can find in this earbud. Because remember, guys, they're certified for high-res audio over wireless. So what the heck is LDAC? It's a Bluetooth audio codec like the SDC or the AAC. This codec is developed by Sony. So if you have some nice Sony earbuds like I do, yeah, the chances are you have LDAC if you buy the nice, good quality products. So what is very typical for the LDAC is that it enables streaming of higher resolution audio with using a wireless connection, because again, this is like true wireless, so there is no cable. The LDAC can support to almost 1000 kbps, okay, 990 kbps, and audio quality up to 32-bit, guys, with 96 kilohertz. This should allow like richer audio experience compared to the standard codec, specifically like the SBC, which is the standard one, and of course also better sounds. In a nutshell, LDAC is able to push or transmit more data using a higher bandwidth to hopefully get you a better audio experience. And this all happens over wireless. What I want to do right now is to check all the codecs available with this application called the Bluetooth Codec Checker. So you can just go inside the Play Store. It's called Bluetooth Codec Changer. All right, it's free, you can download it. What can we see from the codec information? Indeed, we have SBC, the standard codec, and AAC. We have aptX, guys, and aptX Adaptive. All right, now my phone supports LDAC, right, but I cannot see it here. Now let me just go back inside the settings, and I'm gonna enable, you know, the LD audio. All right, so LD audio may encounter some compatibility issues, some devices. And by the way, iOS devices do not support LD audio. Okay, yeah, I'm not surprised, guys, but I'm now going to enable the LDAC. Enable LDAC will automatically disable dual device connectivity, which means that I'm not going to be able to connect those headphones to my other phone, like multi-point. When you do this, the earbuds will restart, guys, and you need to reconnect them to the app. Now I just want to make sure that LDAC is enabled, and now I'm going to start the Bluetooth codec, and yep, guys, we can now see, all right, the current codec is LDAC, right? And now I can change back to SBC or AAC, but I do have LDAC, which is good. This is really, guys, the premium codec, and of course I'm going to be testing this. I have some Metallica, you know, using FLAC. You can see it's almost 1000 kbps, and also some Daft Punk inside. So I'm going to be playing some songs that I really know and I've listened like since the last 20 years, guys. And I'm going to be telling you all my perception about the sound. But this is going to happen in a moment, because I want to go back inside the application and try to see more of the functions. All right, so let me just go back here, guys. This is the home interface. When you click here, guys, you're gonna have access to your user information, user manual, right? You can contact the guys, you can send some feedback, which is nice. And this thing here in the middle, guys, is the equalizer. All right, so we do have an adaptive EQ, right? You can click this one, right, for which you need to wear the headphones and kind of do a test, and I'm gonna be doing this. And by the way, there's some presets like SoundPEATS Classic, Bass Boost, Bass Reduce, Treble Boost. Of course, there are more like pop, electronic, and etc. And guys, what about custom EQs? Yep, you can absolutely do this. All right, and you can even create your own presets. This is very good, guys. So now let me put the SoundPEATS Air Pro in my ears and yeah, tell you how I feel about them. Guys, I'm really surprised, because let me tell you why. The SoundPEATS Air 5 Pro really hits hard. I've been listening to some of the music. I told it's Metallica, you know, for some rock and roll, from some heavy metal, and then also some Daft Punk with some electronics, some goodies from the old days, which I really am sure how they sound. And I was really flabbergasted and surprised, because the quality was just boom. I mean, like for a headphone that costs 50, 60 USD, this is probably the best that I've heard. Now, come close and check the design, guys. The tips that are included are the medium size, and even with them, right, without the active noise cancellation, guys, I can barely hear my voice. So they very good isolate everything around myself, which is kind of crazy. So what you can do is also with the gesture. So I can do a double tap like this, and now my music is gonna play. Sometimes this is a bit on the slower side, right? I can also use a double tap here, and then the music is going to stop. I'm, by the way, using the LDAC codec as I'm listening now to a FLAC. I just wanted to test the audio sound and the fidelity, and it's really impressive. Now, if you want to get the volume down, you should just only tap once here, right? And then the volume is gonna drop, and you can do the same with the right one, but this will get the volume up. So let me show you right now, volume up. I'm gonna only tap once, and the volume will go up. So in terms of touch controls, guys, it's a hit and miss sometimes, but the surface area is not that small, so it will take some learning curve to get there. But once you master this, it's gonna work. The other thing that was equally impressive was the active noise cancellation. Now you can cycle through all the modes like noise cancelling, normal, and transparent by just holding the left earbud, right? So right now, ANC on, okay, you can see now I am using the A noise cancellation mode. There I have adaptive noise cancellation, indoor noise cancellation, outdoor and traffic mode. And I can tell you guys, just it's good. I didn't expect this. Like the noise cancellation is really good. I'm gonna play now a big crowd on my TV with a high volume to simulate traffic. So if you wanna cycle to the normal mode, you just hold the left earbud, tap it. All right, and now I'm gonna go to the next mode, which is the transparency. And now I can really hear my voice amplified with the 6 mics from these earbuds. And here we have voice enhancements and we have also standard transparency, which is just crazy. Like these features really are like pro level, and a lot of the other headphones have some features like this, but they merely sounded good. The music was so nice, all the basses were so deep, but not really that pounding. All the medium range was absolutely there, like vocals and all the hi-hats, and in general like the high sounds were not that thin, but very crisp somehow. So definitely surprised with a product like this. And I do test a lot of headphones, but the SoundPEATS Air 5 Pro are really something on their own, guys. And now in the next video I'm going to show you how my voice sounds with the microphone, so that we know what to expect when someone is calling you and you need to speak. And I'm going to be also playing some heavy traffic around me. What you're listening right now is the sound directly recorded from the SoundPEATS Air 5 Pro. I had to disable the LDAC codec and go back to FTX to be able to get my multi-point connection, because right now they're connected to my Samsung S25 Ultra and also to my Vivo X200 Ultra. By the way, the active noise cancellation is really good for that price point. So pay attention right now, guys. I'm going to play some noises on the background. And believe it or not, guys, with the active noise cancellation, I can barely hear them. And we have several options. We have adaptive noise cancellation, but also indoor, right, outdoor, and traffic mode. And when I go back to the normal mode, it's gonna be absolutely crazy. I can almost not hear my voice with all these people talking, guys. And what I can do right now, I can even amplify the volume of the crowd. So right now I'm gonna go back to my noise canceling, right, so that I can just relax from this noise. And it's important to check afterwards how good or bad my voice quality will be, because it's important to understand if those headphones are going to be good through calls. So let's check the sample. I don't know what you're thinking, guys, but I just had the chance to listen at that sample, and it's really good performance. So the active noise cancellation not only worked for me, but also, right, the microphones are doing a very good job with isolating my voice so that it can come through at a clear enough level to have a good conversation. Now, guys, let's go back to the application, because I'm not yet done with the sound. As I told you, the first thing I really listened to something, it was a sound from Daft Punk. I was really blown away by the sheer quality of the sound, because the sound is full. It has all the bass and the mids and the trebles, but not in a harsh way. And all the different frequencies, guys, don't really overlap so much. Now, what I want to test really is all the presets. So right now I'm playing a song from Daft Punk, and I'm going to be testing some of the ones. We have a bass boost that I'm using right now. There is also a bass reduce. Okay, you know, all these iterations and all these changes are very subtle. All right, let's see what the treble boost can do. All right, yeah. I really like the tuning, guys. The included EQs are good. And again, I like the fact that the changes that they introduce are rather subtle. So don't expect like a dramatic bass boost or a treble amplifying. No, it's very subtle, guys. You can also create your own EQs. In general, I do like the way they sound. I think they have like a standard V shape, or at least this is what I'm able to understand when I'm listening to the product. But with all the features and all the transparency and active noise cancellation mode and the sound itself, you know, with LDAC, and that's, by the way, the only codec I tested, guys, because I just wanted to see if this thing is gonna work. Remember, it requires almost 1000 kbps, so some of the other products that use LDAC, specifically when you're far away from your phone, you might have some problems with connectivity and with the data getting through, but not with this product. Overall, I'm very surprised, as they were able to tick all the boxes. The only downside is probably the touch controls, because yes, sometimes they're not so quick, and when I double tap, to stop a song, it might not work all the time, but guys, it's a learning curve. Once you learn how to tap the proper area, I think it's gonna be okay. And remember guys, the fit is absolutely gorgeous. Now, this is not going to fall apart. You can jump all day, run with this, you can do some sports. So I think in general, a very good and very tight fit. If you get into some slight rain, it's not gonna be a problem because they do have IPX5. Also, I was able to play some games, no noticeable audio lag, so latency should be quite good. Remember guys, we have LDAC, we have Bluetooth LE, and remember you have also aptX codecs with the ANC and with the custom EQs with this 10mm drivers. I think it's an overall good product. For this price range, it's not gonna be a brainer guys. And I know there is a lot of competition out there for a like $50 to $100 product that really sounds great and almost like kind of can match Sony and Samsung and Sennheiser and the other big players. This thing is very close. Thank you so much for watching guys, and I really hope that you have enjoyed this video. Now I'm gonna go back to my music. Bye!